All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the After Hours Gaming League Season 3, week number 7. We are casting NI versus Google today, and we're going to go into game number 4 here momentarily. It's going to be Straylight versus Relkin, and Google right now is down 2-1. Relkin has got to bring this back for his team in order to bring it to the ace match so Google can stay in this. This is proving to be very interesting matches. We did see the last match, Is Cake just take a very decisive victory against BGG. So this match is going to be very interesting as well. It's going to be a ZVZ, which means action all over the place, banelings, Zergling micro in the early parts of the game, and then as we expand to the later parts of the game, actually one of the main reasons the Locust was added was, let's see here. Oh, never mind. Yeah, one of the things that they did that was just because the Swarm host can help with ZVZ. It can be a very defensive way to defend in ZVZ, and it forces your opponent to get detection. Now it is going to be on Daybreak, and of course we are casting this live, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr Zealot, and we're casting this live right now at twitch.tv/Dr Zealot TV. Now, if you like Dr Zealot, which I like Dr Zealot, I think he's a cool guy, and you want Dr Zealot to be further on in the After Hours Gaming League, you want Dr Zealot to keep casting, you want to see me later in the After Hours Gaming League, then in a week or so, After Hours Gaming League is going to put up a little bit of a vote. And those who win the vote will go on, and those who do not win the vote will go into perhaps the shadow bracket of casters. So if you could, please go there and vote for me if you enjoy my casting. I would really appreciate that. All right, the players are ready, ladies and gentlemen, and the countdown will begin any second now. Now, it is going to be Zerg versus Zerg, man. There we go, the countdown has begun. And we're going to be going into this Zerg versus Zerg match any second now. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Daybreak. Of course, Daybreak, a very classic map at this point in Wings of Liberty. 2 Xel'Naga watchtowers in the middle of the map. Destructible debris in the very center of the map. A third that is fairly simple to take and defend via your natural here. And a very, very, very large map. Shenanigans and early game rushes and cheese usually doesn't work out too well on this map. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and introduce the players down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Representing Team Google. He has to bring it back this match for Google to stay in. He is our Red Zerg, Relkin. And up here in the top right-hand corner, he could close the match out with this game. He is our Blue Zerg representing National Instruments. He is Straylight. Now, Zerg versus Zerg, as you know, is a very volatile matchup, and things are gonna get crazy real quick here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, both Overlords moving across the map, and the Drone Scout is gonna come out from neither player. Looks like it's gonna be a slightly faster hatchery from our red Zerg, but besides that, the production tab looks exactly the same for both players. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that's really crazy about the After Hours Gaming League, especially in Zerg versus Zerg, is it's never been very one-sided, which is something that you see a lot in Zerg versus Zerg, is one player will get off one Baneling hit, and that'll be the end. One player will throw all their Zerglings into a burrowed Baneling, and that's it. That's the end. And something in the After Hours Gaming League that's really interesting about these matches is I've never seen that so far. So there's always been good micro in Zerg versus Zerg. They've always gone to 3, maybe even 4 bases. The tech has always gone past layer. So I'm interested to see if we'll see the same thing here come out from National Instruments. Spawning pool is now up for Relkin, and that means that the Queen is going to go ahead and get out on the map. Now, Metabolic Boost is going to go down for our National Instruments player a little bit faster. Neither player at an advantage at this point. And here is the difference in build orders. 4 Zerglings are going to go ahead and give Straylight a little bit of map control, a little bit of map awareness. And he's going to keep 2 at home, an interesting choice there. While he just takes these 2 across the map, he's going to go ahead and try to take this far Zelnaga Watchtower, I believe, with those 2. Just to kind of see what's going on, see if there's any other Zerglings going on the map. If there's maybe a Ninja Third, any sort of other shenanigans that he wouldn't otherwise expect. Actually going to go ahead and take these into his opponent's base. And that tells me he wants to count the number of drones and see how well he's doing on his macro. He is going to see that Metabolic Boost is researching here. So he sees that everything is just dandy. No sort of shenanigans or other things going on here. The Queen has got to get on that inject. Actually, chasing those Zerglings around is going to put them a little bit behind on that inject. And yes, the inject a little bit late here for Relkin, but not too big of a misstep there. This Queen is gonna get an Overlord kill. That's actually kind of huge right now. No supply block coming out there because our red Zerg did have another Overlord in production, and yes, it finished just at the right time. He is going to have to make another 100 minerals, so it's not going to put him too far behind. He does have a little bit of flood of minerals, but there's a huge number of Zerglings here right now. Relkin, oh my gosh, he didn't see this coming. He's got a ton of Zerglings in production. 26 Zerglings about to pop out and deal with this. He's got to keep those drones safe until then. The Zerglings are coming in here. They're just going to delay until he can deal with this. Here come more Zerglings right now. Metabolic Boost is done, ladies and gentlemen, for both players. And this is what Zerg versus Zerg is all about. An extremely volatile matchup. The drones are going at it with the Zerglings, and that is not a good trade. Every single drone is going to die here. 17 workers killed so far. And Straylight looking so strong. GG! Wow, Straylight closing out the match. National Instruments is gonna take it, and with that, National Instruments is staying in the After Hours Gaming League. They're gonna go up to a 3-4 record, and Google is gonna go down to a 3-4 record, putting them on even footing for the final matches that are coming up here in the following weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, those were some great matches, I gotta say. Even that final match, it's just incredible what you can do in Zerg versus Zerg. You can take your opponent off just like that. And, you know, I think what it was is Straylight killed that Overlord, and he flipped a switch in his head. He said, if I kill this Overlord, if this Queen who's off creep kills this Overlord, then I'm just going to make a billion Zerglings and go at him, because he's going to be supply blocked just for a little bit. He's going to have to make an extra Overlord. He's going to be slightly behind on minerals. And it worked out. That 15-second window that he had to hit, he hit it. And he was able to just dominate his opponent because of that. And that's how high the level of play is here in the After Hours Gaming League. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at the player performance here in that last match. If we take a quick look, Stray Light had a little better average unspent resources here, about 50 average unspent resources left, and he was supply capped. Here's the big one. He was supply capped for half of the time. That is exactly what allowed him to win this game right now. Of course, his APM was about double that of his opponent as well, but really this supply cap is what killed this supply cap here is what killed Relkin. He just wasn't able to make enough units to stay in the game there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last week of the After Hours Gaming League playoffs. So, depending on how the vote goes, you may or may not see me further along in After Hours Gaming League Season 3. So I gotta say, it's been such a pleasure to cast and to be here with you and watch all of these wonderful games. And of course, in about a week or so, After Hours Gaming League is going to put up the vote, the caster vote. And if you like my casting, please go ahead and vote for me. My name is Dr. Zealot. You can follow me on Twitter at Dr. Zealot TV. Actually, I believe I changed my Twitter name recently. I believe it's DEcho0. So you can follow me on Twitter there. And of course, thank you for tuning in. You guys are what makes this possible. Those of you who are the family and friends of those who played matches today, and those of you who just lovely, handsome viewers who just tuned in to watch some awesome matches. Thank all of you for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on the After Hours Gaming League. This is Dr. Zealot signing off.